Huh? You can't hear it. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? Yeah, okay. You can't hear it. The phone is bad. Can you guys not hear the music? Can you guys hear the music? What? Why is it not recording? Okay, wait, hold on. Bear with me. Let me just try and share my screen. Sorry, guys, we'll get you guys in the mode.
That you cannot fix. This is the peace that you cannot buy. Finding a way where you cannot see. Man with this system, he cannot pray. I need to find release. But behind my mind, it runs. All these thoughts have trouble me. Fighting to give up my babe. Fighting to be on my lane. My mind running to the other side. When it's time to leave my life, then it tries to take me out. You what I need, right? Yeah, I really need my love. I need to free my love. I really need your love. I need to free my mind now. I really need your love. I need to free my love. I really need your love. Oh yeah, just set me free, freer than the open mind, farther than the eyes can handle, freer than the ocean. Boom, 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 boom. boom, 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 boom. Hey, I don't.
Guys, thank you guys for tuning in and really kind of making time for these calls. As you all know, that these calls are every single Monday. We have a team meeting. It is so important for you guys to make time to jump on these calls, because this is where we give you information that you need, any updates, and where we realign ourselves for the week, okay? So as you all know, we start off these calls the same way we start off every single call. Can we please drop our gratitude into the chat box so we can get ourselves into a state of receiving? I'm so happy and grateful that I woke up this morning. I am so happy and grateful that I am in a country where I'm able to travel and not worry about going back to work. I'm grateful for my mentors. I am grateful for the opportunity. I am so happy and grateful for what we're grateful for: health, grateful for my family, grateful for you. I'm grateful for you too. Grateful waking up this morning, grateful for this opportunity, and grateful for all of you wonderful people. We are all grateful for you guys as well. Appreciate you guys for jumping on. Grateful for DeFi. Yeah. Amazing. Grateful for okay. All right. Amazing. Appreciate you guys. Okay, cool. So now that we've done, I don't know why, but I cannot exit this and be able to talk at the same time, which is really weird, but I'm going to have to pop back to my notes. Okay, so 2 things that I want to talk about before I get into it. We have 2 events, guys, okay? We have 2 events coming up. We have our affiliate event. This weekend, if you are an affiliate or you're looking to build a business or you're looking to help people into this opportunity, please make sure that you attend this event, okay? Event, who knows what event stands for? Drop it in the chat box. Who knows what event stands for? Because it is so important that if you can attend events, that you do attend events. And the people that live in London, I'll be honest, you guys have no excuses. A lot of the events are hosted in London. Okay, event stands for elevate vision, eliminate negative thoughts, guys. If you go to an event, and a lot of people can agree with what I say, if you go to an event, you will understand that really changes your mindset. It changes your paradigm. The hunger within you, it changes. Okay, it is so important to show up to these events. Okay, it really does, like exactly as Josh said, it changed his life. It changed his whole paradigm. I understand that when Josh went to his first event, that's when he started wanting to help people into the opportunity. That's when he started really changing his situation. It is so important to show up to these events, guys. So this weekend we have an affiliate event. It is really cheap tickets, £10, guys. If you want to help people into this opportunity, please make it a priority to attend this event. We also have another event in Manchester on the 27th of this month, guys. In the 27th of this month, if you are from Manchester, it should be a standard that you go to this event. I'm sorry, it should be a standard. It should be one of your requirements. If you have to call in sick, then call in sick, because this is your priority. If you really want this business to pay you like a business, then you need to treat it like a business. And that means showing up, guys. Okay, that means showing up. So those are the events. Now, what I want to talk about is 90 days. Okay, does everyone know why we do 90-day bursts? Why we set 90 days where we really go hard? Does everyone understand it? Because I really want to stress the importance of 90 days. Okay, with a 90-day burst, what we call it, a burst, a 90-day, whatever you want to call it, guys, it takes 21 days to create a habit, but it takes 90 days to create a lifestyle. If you do something consistently for 90 days, at the end of those 90 days, your situation can change. And I can vouch for this myself. When I started this business, I went into a 90-day burst. I went absolutely ham on everything. I studied. I worked my ass off. I was able, during that 90 days, to be able to quit my job. Don't undermine the power of a 90-day burst. If you guys can tell me that you came into this business and you took this business seriously, then drop a 1 in the chat box and you put your whole effort into this into this business. Number one, if you don't, and you know you can do much better, and you know that you are not going as hard as you possibly can, then drop a 2 in the chat box. And I want honesty, because I will get on for you guys. Number 2, if you feel like you could be doing a lot better. Guys, every day we see testimonies, we see stories, we see witness events where people are changing their lives on a daily basis with this business. Why are we sleeping on this business? Why are we not taking this business seriously? This is a business that has created 6 and 7 and 8-figure earners, yet we come into this business and we sleep on it. We're too tired. We don't have enough time. I'm doing this today. I'm going out with my friends today. I'm doing that today. That is not paying your bills. This business can pay your bills. What you put into this business, you will get out of this business. If you have put a 2 in the chat box, and if you haven't, and you know you haven't put 100% into this business, start taking it seriously. If you have an hour where you can scroll on TikTok, you have an hour where you can study, okay? Network marketing and trading alone has created the most millionaires in the world. The most millionaires. And do you know what millionaires do with their time? I can promise you they don't scroll on TikTok. I can promise you they don't watch Netflix all day. I can promise you they're not smoking and chilling and doing all of these things. They don't do that. They take the opportunities that they have and they multiply. They multiply the opportunities that are laid upon them. So please, guys, take this business seriously. There's so much potential within all of you, but you are not reaching your potential because you don't even have faith that you can reach your potential. You don't even have the belief that you can reach your potential. So I just wanted to go on a little bit of a rant about the 90 days because I know a lot of us are not taking the 90 days seriously, okay? We're not taking the 90 days seriously. We started the 90-day burst. Why am I having to chase you to prove that you are doing the things that you need to do every day? Why do I care about you chasing your goals and achieving your goals more than you do? Why does your mentor, why does your upline care about your goals and you achieving your goals more than you do? It's not paying your mentor, it's not paying your upline, it's paying you at the end of the day. So please take it seriously, okay? So rant over. I just wanted to say a little rant because I know, guys, at the end of the day, you guys are here because you believed that you needed something else in your life. You came into this business because you believed you could make something more of yourself, okay? So please, take this business seriously. Jump on these calls when we do these calls. If you can't jump on the calls, then watch the recordings. Make it your priority. Put it into your routine, okay? So without further ado, what I am going to do, I am not going to sit here and rant at you guys. I am going to bring on a very special guest, very special person to me. And this is someone who is so caring, so loving. If you get the privilege to work with this woman, this is someone that cares about your goals more than you do. This is someone that will hold you accountable, will tell you all the bullshit that you need to hear in order for you to achieve what you need to achieve. And she doesn't get anything out of it. She doesn't get anything extra. And she is able, I see this woman work, and she even holds me accountable and gets on to me, guys. And I need to be held accountable too. And this is that person for me. She is someone that really does hold me accountable. You can really see the way she loves, and she loves her team. And if you really have the privilege to work with her, please do not take her for granted, because she is someone that can take you to new heights, because she is a product of the product. She is someone that has been able to, I'm not going to talk about her results because her results don't even matter. And if you know her results, then you know. But that's not even what I'm going to talk about. Her as a person and being able to work with her as a person, you really do want to achieve better. You really want to do better. And you really do want to achieve the things that you want to achieve just from having a conversation with her. So please do not take what she's about to say lightly. She's about to give you some gems on how... I'm not even gonna do it. I'm just gonna let her do the speaking. But please, if you're not already, please get a notepad and pen and get ready to take some notes, because what this person is about to tell you is about to change your situation if you apply it. Okay, so please do not take it lightly. She's an amazing mentor, an amazing business partner, and she really is an asset to this team. So without further ado, Natalie, can you hear me?
I can hear you through the phone as well as right there. No, I want to hand it straight back to Sammy, purely because what she just said to you guys there about the 90 days, staying consistent and etc. What she's saying is not a lie. It is something that I've seen her do. She's grown so much. When we were in our previous company, that's how I met her. I met her through this industry. I didn't know her before. So I've seen the growth. I've seen the hard work. I've seen the stuff she's gone through, and she's still picked herself up, and she is in the position she is today because she applies everything that she needs to apply to get herself into the position. So appreciate you, Sammy. Thank you very much. Before I even start though, why is there only 4 cameras on, 5 cameras on? I see my face every day. I want to see you guys' beautiful faces, so I want your cameras on before I start calling names. Come on. Thank you, LA. Where's your cameras? Where's your cameras? I don't care if you guys are in your pajamas and you ain't got your makeup on, you ain't got a trim, whatever. I do not care. I just want to see your faces. I don't want to keep looking at my face. But anyways, I'm ill. That's okay. We don't mind. That's okay. We do not mind. But anyways, let me start, because obviously I don't want to keep you guys here all night. But what so am I, else I'd be doing this call. It's not an excuse to not have your cameras on. You could be ill. That doesn't mean you can't turn your camera on, okay? It's not an excuse. Anyway, what I'm going to go through today is the 7 principles to manifest whatever you want in life. So if you guys haven't got a notepad and a pen, like Sammy said, please get one. Please note this down. This has massively helped me. For those of you who have, been with me from the start, if, there's a few people here that were in the same company that we had before, you would know that company, I struggled massively, not only within the company, but also within myself. I wasn't doing what I was meant to be doing. I wasn't applying things. But this specific thing is something that I did apply to, that I applied in my life, in my daily routine, and it makes a difference. It honestly makes a difference. So number 1 is decision. Now, what do I mean by decision? So it's the most important thing you'll obviously ever make in your life, right? Every day you're making some kind of decisions. When you wake up, you make a decision to, okay, well, I'll have a shower in 20 minutes. Or you make the decision, okay, I'm going to have cereal for breakfast. They're decisions, right? You make decisions every single day, every single minute of your life. And you make decisions to also obviously become a better version of yourself, right? And every day you got to be aware of what decisions you are making, because you might make a little decision that will actually impact your life very much so. So every single decision you make, you should make sure you make a correct decision. So for example, there's some people that will make the decision, instead of actually sitting down and doing what you need to do and watching videos, to help you, to better you, you're deciding to watch Netflix. You are deciding to watch EastEnders. Now, I was that person. I would rather watch EastEnders, and I was hugely obsessed with EastEnders, instead of actually making the decision to sit there and watch a video that will actually benefit me and teach me something and better me as a person, and also better me financially, mentally, spiritually, whatever it may be. So just ask yourself, what direction are your decisions taking you each day? What direction are they taking you? Are they taking you towards your goals, or are they taking you further away from your goals? That's a question you need to ask yourself. And I ask myself these questions every single day. When I'm doing something that I shouldn't be doing, I ask myself, hey, Natalie, you're getting further from your goals instead of closer to your goals. And it's not about the big decisions, because we all make decisions like, okay, I want to travel. I want to move to Dubai. I want to do this. I want to do that. But to be able to make the big decisions, the small daily decisions that we do and the small decisions that we make on a daily basis, that is what will then bring you and help you to reach you to your bigger goals and decisions. So yeah, that's number 1. Now, number 2, this is a very important one. You've got to write it down. You have got to write it down. So what do you need to write down? You got to write down. Oh, guys, sorry, 1 second. So you've got to write down your goals, right? And the chances of you accomplishing a goal that you didn't write down are less than 25%. They are less than 25%. Now, as soon as you start, the moment you start writing them down constantly every single day, then it goes straight up to 75%. 75%. So from 25% all the way to 75%, just from writing them down. I write my goals down every single day. Be it on a notebook, be it on my notes on my phone, it is written somewhere. It is definitely written somewhere. It has to be written, because if I don't write things, then what is the point? What is the point? What is the point? And if you want massive success, and if you want to accomplish your goals, but you don't have them written down, how is that going to work? How is that? I don't understand. How is that going to work? It just doesn't make sense, right? So yeah, write it down every single day. If you don't already, I hope you do, because this should be part of your daily routine. Write your goals down. Be it short-term goals. I have short-term goals and I have long-term goals. And it's something that I write every single day so that I know. And every day when I write them, I know that I've done something the day before to get myself closer to those goals. Now, number 3, you become what you think about most. Now, I'm currently away with Sammy, right? And there was a couple of times where I was saying some things and I wasn't saying it the right way about myself. And Sammy said to me, Natalie, that's not how you speak about yourself. And she said it a few times to me. And I was like, wow, do you know what? You're right. You are right. I need to change the way I speak. I need to change the way I think, because if I don't, you think about yourself a certain way and that is what you will become. You think about your goals a certain way, that is what will happen. What you think is what will happen. And I didn't believe this before. I didn't think, what you can think can affect the way things happen. But honestly, guys, it does. It honestly does. And it sounds crazy. I thought it was absolutely crazy at first, but it's honestly, it makes such a huge difference. So are you thinking about your goals every day? Are you thinking about them every day? Probably not, right? There's some of you, I'm sure you guys do not think about your goals every single day. Or do you probably just think about them when you write them down, right? Like when you're writing them in the morning, if you're doing, your morning routine and you're writing your goals down in the morning, that's probably the only time you write them down and think about them. And then for the rest of the day, it's forgotten. You forgot what goals you have. You forgot everything at all, completely. So look at yourself and look at what you've become comparing yourself to last year, right? So if you compare yourself to last year, the way you thought about yourself, the way you spoke into the universe, is that who you are now? Because it probably is, because you probably weren't speaking the correct things. You weren't speaking the correct things into the universe. So you are becoming what you were thinking a year ago, 6 months ago, however long it may be. You are that person because that is the way you thought. That is the way you thought. So the same goes for your goals. If you don't believe in your goals, if you don't keep writing them down, if you don't stick them to your wall, I recently moved, so I haven't got anything on my walls. And that's something that I need someone to hold me accountable for and say to me, Natalie, as soon as you're back in London, you need to stick them on your wall. Thank you. Yeah, I will do that. And honestly, it will be all over my flat. As much as my OCD will probably give me a headache because I don't like things that shouldn't, it doesn't look right, but I'm going to do it because I know it works. I know I need to see these things every day. I know I need to write them every day, because if I don't, you don't remember them and you're not excited for them. You're not continuously kind of reminding yourself, these are my goals. This is where I need to be, because you don't have them anywhere. You probably have an Xbox or a TV in front of you, or PlayStation. I think PlayStation is the new thing, right? Not Xbox, that's a bit old. But yeah, PlayStation, that's probably what you look at every single day. That is probably what you look at. Or you look at your clothes, or you look at your shoes, whatever it may be, or you just look at a blank wall. It is literally a blank wall. So if it's a blank wall, then your mind's going to be blank. Your goals are blank. The goals are non-existent. They are non-existent. So we are only obviously 1 month into the year. So what we want to do is, when we look back at January, when we are in December, you want to say, wow, like I've been writing these goals. I've been looking at these goals. I've been continuously speaking about them, thinking about them. And look at me today. Look at the change that's happened to me today just because I was putting it in the universe constantly. So that is what we need to do. And guys, as soon as you have them on your walls, send a picture into the group chat. It will probably convince others. It will, others will look at it and think, wow, if you have it, well, I need to do this. I need to do this. So get it on your walls, guys. No matter how, even if you don't have nice handwriting, it doesn't matter. As long as the goals are there in front of you that you can look at every single moment you are in your room, in your wherever you are. Have it everywhere. Have it in the toilet. Have it in the bathroom. Have it everywhere so that you are constantly reminding yourself of your goals. Right, number 4. Exactly, like Joshua said, be obsessed with your goals. But yeah, number 4, everything must be done with intention. So every single thing that you do must be done with a purpose in mind. Don't just do things because you're doing them just because someone's told you to do them. It doesn't work like that. If I tell Sammy, go and read a book, and she just sits there and reads the book, what's that going to do for her? Nothing, because she hasn't studied it. She hasn't actually looked in between the lines. Reading a book is all good and fun. Yeah, we can all do that. We can all sit there and quickly read a book, right? The same way you read your text messages when your friends are messaging you. We can all do that. But what about actually reading in between the lines? Because I used to, and I can put my hands up to this as well. I used to, back, in the other company, even when I first started this company, I was told to read a book and I'll say, yeah, I read it. Okay, what did you learn? Didn't have an answer. And why didn't I have an answer? Because I didn't study it. I didn't read in between the lines. I was just reading the book because I was told to read the book. I wasn't doing it with an intention. There was no intention behind it. It was just, I was told to read a book, so I'm going to read the book. And then when someone asked me, well, what did you learn? That's when I got caught out, because clearly I didn't read it. I didn't read in between the lines. I didn't do it with intention. There was no intention behind it apart from I was told to do it, so let me just do it to get them off my back. That is literally what I done. And I'm sure a lot of people do that. It's not just me. I'm sure there's several people on the call that have read a book, but they haven't actually done it with an intention. They haven't read in between the lines. So when you do things without intention, you're not giving your full attention to what you're doing. So there's a high chance you're just hearing, but you're not listening. Same as now, some of people maybe that are not even on camera, they're probably hearing. They're hearing me, obviously, and I'm screaming because I have a loud voice anyway, but you're not actually listening. You're not actually listening to what is being said. And then if you're not listening, you'll probably forget 95% of whatever you have learned. And not even learned, because you haven't learned, because you're not listening. You're just hearing. It's going in through one ear and out the other. That is literally what is happening. So you need to actually listen, not just hear, listen. Now, number 5. This is very, very, very important. This is something that actually changed the game for me forever. This is something that I didn't think would make a difference previously. This is something that I spoke about with Hannah. I think Hannah's on the call. Spoke about with Hannah last week, and she also, it took me a while to get this through to her. It took a while even for myself. Your daily routine. If you don't have a routine, just go back to sleep. Just see you later. The door's there. Honestly, if you don't have a routine, then what are you doing? Because honestly, a routine makes such a big difference. You need to have a daily routine. You can't just get up in the morning, get dressed and go to work, and then come back home and watch a movie, have a bath and go to sleep. That's not a routine. That is not a routine. You need to have a routine, and it all starts with your morning routine. Now, who here actually has a morning routine? Put a 1 in the chat if you actually have, and be honest, guys, be honest. If you actually have a morning routine. Okay, so who wants to volunteer just to unmute yourself and tell us what your morning routine is? Sammy, do not. Who wants to volunteer? Otherwise, I'm going to pick someone that said 1. So who's going to volunteer and tell me what their morning routine is? Okay, well, I'll unmute you, no problem. Right.
I can do it.
Yeah, I was actually going to pick you. Great minds think alike.
Right. So when I wake up, I usually do my fitness straight away. Exercise for about 40 minutes. Once I'm done exercising, shower, skincare. While I'm exercising and while I'm doing everything that I'm doing, I'm listening to my podcast in the morning. Then after I'm done getting ready, quick breakfast and get dressed and plan out my day for the rest of the day.
Okay. Do you think you're missing anything in that routine?
Say that again, sorry?
Do you think you're missing anything in that routine?
Yeah, affirmations. But I do my affirmations before I go to bed.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I know I need to add something to it.
Your goals.
Goals, yes, my goals. Okay. That
Your
will
goals.
get added from today.
Okay, so let me ask you one more question before I let you mute yourself again.
Go on.
Right? Before you had a routine, and now that you have a routine, have you felt a difference?
A big difference. I feel a lot more organized, more energy on day-to-day basis. I have something to look forward to every day as well. I think a lot clearer, and it just, it helps me stay focused on what I'm doing every day.
Lovely. So there you go, guys. And that's just one person. If I had all the time in the world, I would ask every single one of you what your morning routine is. And I would, because I genuinely want to see whether people have a daily routine. Now, I did not have a daily routine. I didn't. I honestly didn't. I was doing what I want, when I want, how I want. And I thought that would work for me. It didn't. It did not work for me. And it's not going to work for you either. If you do not have a routine, honestly, just go back to bed. Forget it. Forget it. Because you need that. That is the most important thing, especially when it comes to an industry like this. If you don't have a routine, yeah, it's pointless. It's honestly pointless. So if you don't have one, get one ASAP, tomorrow even. Give yourself a routine and follow it every single day. Because how you start your morning will determine the rest of your day. If you start it positively, if you start it with writing your affirmations and, thinking positively, journaling, whatever you may do, that is how the rest of your day will go. So if you don't have one, get one, okay? Get one. Right, number 6, you got to be acting as if it is now. So what do you want to become? So, for example, myself, I want to have my own hotel. I want to move out of London. I don't want to live in the UK, nor do I want to have kids in the UK. I do not want to be in the UK. Okay. I want to be obviously a business owner, hotels specifically. I want to impact as many lives as I possibly can. But I'm thinking as if that is me now. That is me now. So I don't say I want to, I say I am. I am a business owner. I've changed, shall I say, sorry. I've changed 1,000 people's lives. Talk as if it's now. Don't talk, when, if. Don't use those words. Get rid of them. They're not part of our vocab. They do not exist. Think of it like that. They do not exist. So also think about who you actually want to be in 5 years' time and write it down. And every single day, look in the, now this might sound crazy, but guys, I do it. And I look in the mirror and I say to myself, so I think about who I want to be in 5 years' time. And then when I look in the mirror and I look at myself, I speak to myself and I speak to myself as it is that me in 5 years' time. And I speak to myself and I try to do it as often as I can. Honestly, like even when I go to the bathroom for whatever reason, and I look in the mirror in myself, I'm like, ooh, I'm a business owner. Ooh, I have 8 figures in my bank account. Ooh, do you know what I mean? Like, honestly, it makes such a difference. And I laugh at myself sometimes. Like, I will laugh at myself, but I'm laughing at myself in the sense of happiness. That I know that will be me. I know that I am that person already, but it's just, it's not in physical form. It's not right here, right now, but it is me and it will be me. Yeah, when you change yourself and you think of yourself different, you will change your reality. Hence why I say you think of yourself as now. Whoever you want to become in 5 years' time, think of it as now, because that is what reality will be before you know it. Time is flying. So before you know it, that will be reality for you guys, for all of us. Now, the last one, number 7. And I left it till last because I'm pretty sure most of you will, you know, whatever it takes mindset. If your mindset is not, I will do anything and everything to get myself to where I need to be, it's not going to work for you. Sorry to break it to you. You might as well give up now. It's not going to work. You need to have a mindset that you will do anything and everything to get yourself to the position that you need to be. Honestly. Now, even for me, I've had obviously a lot of family issues, and I used to use that as an excuse. I used to use that as an excuse as to why I can't do something. Not even that long ago. Again, Sammy, I said to her, you know, I can't do this right now because of this. And she said to me, no, you should be doing it because of that. Don't use it as an excuse. No matter what is happening, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. You just need to think positively and have that mindset that you're going to use that now as even as a legitimate excuse can make you unsuccessful. Exactly. Do not use an excuse of your reason why as an excuse why you can't. It does not work. You need to have a whatever it takes mindset. Do whatever and however you need to do that, you will get there, because you will. But it starts from the mind. It honestly starts from the mind. And boy, it took me a long time to learn that. Honestly, a very long time. Very long time. But now I understand it all starts up here. And if you don't work on this, it's not going to be a reality. It won't happen. So if you have to wake up every day, like there's some people that I've spoken to, and they've said to me, oh, you know, I get up early for work as it is, so I don't want to get up earlier. No, we're doing this to leave your job. Why are you, what? How does that make sense? I will sacrifice my sleep. I don't care about sleep, because I'll sacrifice that for the greater good, because it will happen. So if you have to sacrifice your sleep, if you have to sacrifice getting up that half an hour earlier so that you can do that morning routine before you go to work, you need to do that. Don't use work as an excuse, because the whole point we're all here, well, I hope so, most of you, is so that we don't have to work a 9 to 5. So that we don't have to do, you know, what your boss tells you, so that you don't have to get up in the morning. But for the moment, this is what we have to do. So if you have to wake up half an hour earlier to do your morning routine, don't give me an excuse. I'm working, I get up early already, I'm going to be tired. No, I don't care. I do not care. And nobody else will care either. But you will remain in the same position. You will remain in the same position, because you're using something that you want to get out of as an excuse why you can't do something. Like, guys, actually think about it. Actually think about it. It does not make sense. Don't use things as an excuse. Sacrifice things. Honestly, sacrifice things. Even going out with your friends. I understand we all want to have our fun, and we all want to go out, and we all want to, you know, have a drink sometimes, have fun. That's fine. But you're not in a position to have fun right now. You're not. What are you doing? Because you're probably spending your last £100 to go out. I'm sorry to say it, but you're probably using the last £100 you have in your account to go out, because you have FOMO. You have the fear of missing out. All your friends are out, so you have to be out. No. Your friends clearly don't have a strong reason why. Your friends probably don't. So they can do all of that. But we're all here with a strong reason why we're doing what we're doing. Be it your family, be it your cousins, your dogs, your cats, whatever it is. But we are here for a reason. So when it comes to sacrifices, make them sacrifices, because when you get to where you need to be, you will then be able to do these things. I have not been out in probably, I don't even remember. I don't party. I don't drink. You will not, if my friend asks me, if she calls me and says to me, you know, let's go clubbing on Saturday. I'm sorry, I can't. But why? You haven't been out. Because I'm not where I need to be. I haven't reached my goals. I haven't done what I needed to do. So why am I having fun? Why am I having fun when I could be using that time to be productive and get myself in a better position, right? So instead of spending, for example, even, I'm too old to party anyways. I mean, that helps, I guess. So rather than spending that 2 hours watching Netflix, invest those 2 hours into yourself. Be it even sitting on your bed in a dark room and just, thinking your goals, thinking about where your life will be and where you will be next year. Just sit there and think. Guys, sometimes I honestly sit there in the dark and I will sit there like some zombie. Like, I probably look like a creep if anyone was to walk in, but I will sit there with my eyes closed and I will just smile to myself because I'm picturing myself where I will be in 5 years' time, where I will be next year, where I will be the year after. I literally sit there and I picture myself. And picturing yourself means that will become a reality because it's there already. It is there. We just now have to work towards it. So yeah, that, my friends, is how you become a better version of you. Invest into yourself. Stop investing into things that are not bettering you. You can do that once you've reached your goals. Once we've done what we've needed to do, then have your fun. But until then, no. No. But anyway, guys, thank you for listening. I hope you all took something from there. If you guys need any of the if you're taking notes, I hope you guys are taking notes. If you need me to repeat any of the 7 principles, then just let me know before I hand it back to our lovely Samantha. I assume not. I think everyone's got the 7 steps. After this call ends as well, guys, I want you to drop something in the chat that you've learned from what I have said, or what you've taken from there, or what you're maybe going to change now. And yeah, I look forward to reading it all. Sammy, take it away.
Wow, 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 wow. Guys, please do not let what Natalie has just told you go over your head. I want to touch on a few things that she said. Well, I can probably touch on everything because she just dropped some gems. But the one thing that I want to actually really, really talk about and go deeper into, decision, guys. Make that decision. It is so important to make a decision to change your situation. And when she spoke about this, it really hit me because when people talk about information like this, it's like we hear it and we rehear it, and rehearing it is always good because we receive it again. And when you're listening to not just listen, but you're listening to understand, like Natalie said, you're really listening to understand the information and take in the information and really take in, everything that we're doing. We don't have to do these calls, guys. We don't have to do the extra. We can plug you into the system and you're good to go, and that's all you need. Okay? But honestly, guys, make that decision to change your situation. Make that decision to get up earlier, to do your morning routine. And your morning routine, why it is so important, and I'm so sorry, Kinga, I'm going to call you out. But the reason, okay, I'll use you as an example. I absolutely love you. The reason why it is important for the first half an hour of your day to have a morning routine with gratitudes and goals and affirmations. The reason why it's so important is because when you wake up in the morning, your brain waves are in a state of where you can receive the most information, and you're in a state of, you're still in that dream state, okay? And when you're still in that dream state, you can convince yourself of anything. And that's when your subconscious mind is the most receptive. That's why the first half an hour is the most important half an hour of your morning routine. So include your goals, include your affirmations, and watch it just change. I know your routine's probably already changed your life, but add that little bit in, and I promise you it's going to take you to new heights. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm not at you. But honestly, Natalie, you absolutely smashed it. I was taking in everything you were saying and reapplying it, because Natalie is definitely someone that talks and she does. she doesn't just talk. She doesn't just tell you. These are the things that she actually does herself. So you absolutely smashed it. We have these calls every single week, guys. Please make it a thing to jump on these calls every single week. Apply it to your routine. Your routine is where you will find success, okay? If you guys have any questions about anything that you need any help with, please drop it into the chat box. And also, please do not forget to tag Natalie and me as well on social media. Like we do these calls, and it definitely helps with social media as well. Any questions, and these can be about anything. We really do want these calls to also help you out. If there's anything that you guys are struggling with, anything that you need help with, Natalie's Instagram has just been dropped in the chat box. So if you're not following her already, please do give her a follow. Any questions, anything that you guys need help with? I've seen someone ask that do you have to be an affiliate for the affiliate event this week? No. It says you do, but you don't, and it's good to just show up anyway. Even if you are planning to be an affiliate, then just show up anyway. Get your ticket, show up, speak to your upline, message your upline, and make it a thing to come this weekend. It will really, really kind of change your paradigm and change probably your situation. So any questions, anything that we can help you out with while we're on this call? If not, we've done our bit. Just apply it. Just apply it, okay? Applied information is the best sort of information, okay? If it's not applied, like Natalie said, it went in one ear and out the other. So without further ado, no questions. It seems as if, no, okay. No questions. Have a lovely evening, family. We have all the calls. The timetable has been sent into the group chat. Any calls, please add them into your routine. Make sure you're jumping on the live sessions on Ralph. If you're on DeFiverse, then the crypto sessions. And without that, have a lovely evening, stay blessed, and we're out.